Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, let's have an energy check-in reading. Let's see what's going on. I am using the Tarot Grand Lux. Happy Saturday, everybody. Let's say cheers. Cheers to this day. That's nice. Nice baby. Not ice baby, but nice. Nice baby. That card always takes me to the Four of Wands. It's what I want to intuitively say when it comes through. Oh, my ears are ringing. Okay, ringing the bells. The Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. How nice that would be to get the Four Wands in the decks. The Aces. The Ace of Cups. Unconditional love. An offering of unconditional love. The Ace of Swords. We're doing them in this order. Okay. The Ace of Cups. An offering of unconditional love. Okay. From the divine. These are divine offerings. That's what the aces stand for. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles, because look, the Pentacles right there. This is your legacy, right in front of you, look. The Ace of Pentacles here. And then we have the Ace of Wands. And they look like wands, don't they? You've got four wands here, because it feels like all of them are full of spirit, passion. That's what the wands stand for. Adventure, creativity. Oh, the world is your oyster. And the card is the Hierophant. It's the card of marriage. It's the card of, I want to say, tradition. Spiritual traditions. Is this somebody here who's wanting to become the High Priest? Because that's what this card represents. He is the counterpart to the High Priestess. Okay, I'm drawn to read the meaning of this card. Daniel Bedingfield, I've got to get through this. I gotta get through this. I gotta make it through. Yes, I've gotta get through this. Okay, the Hierophant for me, not me, the person, Jeremiah Chetty. For him, for me, this character is pure symbolism. Thank you, because I know they're talking about the character. I was taken to many. I'm taken to Aladdin's flying carpet ride. You know, symbolism. Okay. While I believe it can represent all organised religions, clearly, in its original tarot role, it represented the Pope and the Christian Church. I have reverted to that representation here, but in a manner that depicts more the title than the man. Okay, so more the title of this role rather than the man. Who he was may have had political and theological ramifications during any given tenure, but in theory at least, it was his spiritual role that was important, not him as an individual. This role and its underlying significance was reinforced to the masses by the visual pomp and grandeur of decor. Here he sits, resplendently silhouetted within the magnificent swelled columns of Bernini's cupola. I don't know what all that means. I felt the energy here of it was his spiritual role that was important, not I felt like the ego's role, not the man, not him as an individual. So it was his spiritual role that was important. Right, let's carry on. Let's pull some more cards. Because I didn't quite understand all the words in what I just read. And it would take me a while to sit and figure all of that out. And we don't really need to do that. This is about making decisions. I feel wise decisions because look, they're all cups. So I spoke about all these being really prominent, important offerings. And then with the Seven of Cups here, I mean, normally the Seven of Cups is a masculine who's in the shadows, and the cups are full of all sorts. Dragons, money, a figure that's concealed under a white sheet. It's taking me to, this is Halloween. Okay, this is Halloween, or is it hell? This doesn't look like hell. Look at all these shiny cups here. And a rainbow, and it's all lined up. So the card of decisions, you've got 4 aces here. All the offerings of the divine. You know something I noticed? Normally my nail varnish, I'm just going off track here. I can't seem to, the excess nail varnish that's gone onto my skin just doesn't seem to want to wash off. So I just thought I'd point that out. Yesterday actually, because yesterday, well, it hasn't washed off. And I don't even know when I painted them. But it should have washed off by now. Anyway, I thought my thumb was bleeding, and it wasn't. It's like these specks of nail polish that just, they won't budge. Doesn't matter how much they're in water, it's not budging. So, anyway, Seven of Cups. Let's read this message. Can we make it a little understandable for me, please? Asking you shall receive. Okay. So this is like about communicating, because I found that really hard to understand. Language, communication. Okay, let's have a look at the Seven of Cups. I didn't attempt to reproduce the various items depicted in each cup of the Rider-Waite imagery of this card, and that's what I tried to describe to you. Here, that assortment of dreamlike contents are represented simply as coloured glows, the combination of which forms the rainbow that illuminates the one main image, the quintessential fantasy dream castle in the clouds. Now we will look up that road. We will look up that road. You'd be wise to check out this path. I mean, it all looks good. There's a rainbow waiting at the end. I want to tell you the meaning of the word quintessential, because I could understand all of that. I just want clarification on this word. How do I spell it? Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Right. It starts with a Q, and I thought it started with an E. Listen, all of this, misunderstandings, it will all make sense in the end. Quintessential meaning. Am I pronouncing it right first? Oh, hold on, I can't hear you too much. Oh, it's a masculine's voice. I'm sure it's normally a feminine.
Quintessential.
Oh, say it again for me.
Quintessential.
Quintessential. Representing the most perfect or typical example of a quality or class. There you go. Quintessential. Representing the most perfect or typical example of a quality or class. And here, with the Hierophant card, it said that what is needed, well, it says it was his spiritual role that was important. Okay, right, I'm going to the journey of love now. Na 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 na. Here comes the hot stepper. Okay. Right. We're just going with the flow, guys, with this reading. It's flowing well. Yeah, it is. What's these clouds up here? Felt the energy of thinking. Sweet soul rising. Sweet Lord, sweet chariots, coming forth to carry me home. Sweet Lord. Sweet soul rising. You may feel lost in your own thoughts and feelings. Yeah, I just picked that up there. I said, what's this? Thoughts. You may feel lost in your own thoughts and feelings. This is the sweetness of surrender into another world. It's a time to dream, to wonder, not to be clear and sharp right at this precise moment. If you have a clear plan, let it become soft and feel your heart open to allowing whatever may be. We might believe that it is through tough action and dynamic assertiveness that we make our way through the world, yet sometimes the sweetness of the soul rises, and instead we can flow gently with the currents of the cosmic ocean, unsure of where we are headed, but safe in the truth that all waters naturally return to the ocean, where they are all wanting to go eventually anyway. You can use your own efforts to swim to your destination against the current at times, or you can float on the sweet love of your own soul as it enjoys the privilege of getting to know itself as one with the divine. And that's what's needed here. This oracle brings you guidance now. Surrender and flow. This is not the time to assert your will and try to make things happen, no matter how much you may want to or believe that you should. Page number 57. I always notice that number. I like that number. I'd say it's one of my favourite numbers. Okay, back to the reading. There is something bigger happening, and everything is going to turn out perfectly according to a far larger plan, and that includes your well-being too, beloved. Sometimes we have to let go of our expectations about how that bigger plan will be achieved and just let it happen, trusting that it will actually take place, even without us striving to make it so. This is one of those times. Okay. So relax, breathe, surrender, go with the flow. Cheers. Okay, the poem. With innocence, I share my heart, a smile expressing with a tear, sweet words and feelings that impart everything that I hold dear. The promise of a blossom high, the air is bathed in fragrant scent. To reach the sun, you have to fly. Desire wells with love that's meant. To wait for heaven's soft embrace, a fruit so firm and succulent, God's promise must remain so chaste, while passion's glow is slowly spent. Such patience born, with times in sight, my soul doth burn in embers light, and savours fresh and moist and ripe, the gift of love when it is right. Okay, so I want to finish with a message from Rumi. I don't think I need to add much more than this final message from Rumi. It's a beautiful message. It's interesting, I'm singing Celine Dion, Coming Back to Me Now. It's all coming back, it's all coming back to me now. There were moments of gold and there were flashes of light. The human gift. Can you see that there? Oh yes you can. Oh yes you can. Card number 17. The human gift. That's a stunning card. I like the colours. Let's have a look at this card a bit closer. Definitely connected with this card. You can feel through the colours. My goodness, like this. And you've got the reflection of the lamp as well. Okay, let's read this message. The human gift. I feel like we need to have more coffee. We can have more coffee. We can have more John coffee. I was taken to like this. You know how John coffee sucks like the darkness, the negativity in the movie The Green Mile. Cheers. Card number 17. Oh heart, what is your excuse for all these blunders? Such loyalty is offered by the beloved, yet so much treason comes from you. Such kindness is offered by the beloved, yet so much defiance and resistance comes from you. Such grace is offered by the beloved, yet so much fault and failure comes from you. Such attraction is offered by the beloved with sweetness and generosity, yet such jealousy comes from you with so much doubt and suspicion. Rumi. That's what it says. Do you bemoan your lack of faith? Suck all that poison out of you. Okay. Are we good? We're all good. Do you bemoan your lack of faith? Do you berate yourself, blazing angel, because you have moments where you cannot bring yourself to trust and love more than you trust in your fear? Do you lament and worry that you could or should be living in greater surrender, and yet when is the light more precious than when it arises from darkness? When is trust more admirable than when it involves an uncertain yet bold leap of faith? O human angel, your path is perfection in the divine sense, not in some artificial... Okay, let's just reread that part. O human angel, your path is perfection in the divine sense, not in some artificial absence of struggle, but in the wrestling of darkness and light that ignites the fire within your holy heart. So rise up now from your doubts and admonishments, and let your human self be loved, even for all the doubt. You are still a cherished one of the great beloved, and always shall be. Be kind to your heart. You may believe it to be weary from doubt and distrust, so much heartbreak and so many agonies, yet still it beats. Still it persists with unquestioning allegiance to life. What a grand heart it is, that sacred heart of yours. How can it be worthy of anything other than tenderness, gratitude, acknowledgement, and appreciation? Do not plague. I'm finding it quite upsetting to read this, but we have to surrender into that. Okay. I thought for a moment then I was going to burst into tears. Okay. Do not plague your heart with falsehoods and expectations of some disembodied perfection. The perfection of your heart is that it loves still, even if you try to stop it with some notion of self-protection from future hurt through doubt or fear. Still it loves. It is perfection that it hopes even after despair, that it holds compassion even after experiences of fear. So then, what is there left to do but breathe the grandest sigh of relief and allow yourself the essential luxury of peace within? So then everything is all right. Even if at some moments it seems not to be, still your heart beats in honour of life. The heart can be nurtured and coaxed into gentle acceptance of all that is, and the divine sight will become available to you. Yes, sacred sight is what is behind this oracle for you now, beloved. You are meant to be witnessing something important, something that will make the presence of the divine in your affairs more real to you. It will be something you can come to count on at all times, and in that gain greater peace and the realization that yes, it is safe to trust and surrender. Indeed, it is the only safe, sane, and sensible way to live. It is also the most fun way to live. And you are allowed to live this way if you so choose. It is not shirking your duty as a responsible adult. It is not deluding yourself and turning away from the real world. Rather, surrender is placing responsibility where it is best placed, firmly in the hands of that part of you wise enough to know that okay, let's read this part, come on. We're nearly there, like nearly. Okay. So rather, surrender is placing responsibility where it is best placed, firmly in the hands of that part of you wise enough to know the great beloved is wiser still, and that your life unfolds according to the great beloved's grace. So for now, take comfort in this oracle, just for a moment, let your heart be honoured and loved by you. And imagine that you can crack open a window in the dustiest chamber of your own heart temple to let the light of the divine stream in. You may see the angel reaching to assist you. You may receive the gift of understanding, insight and revelation. You may feel peace. Or you may finally allow your heart to break once more, to shed those old grievances and be free and fresh to live and love again. Or you may quietly realise you are human. You are light and dark, of heaven and earth. What a perfect blend you are of all that can possibly be. You are an extraordinary, how do I say this word? Extraordinary. You are an extraordinary living divine experiment in the making. And you are sacred, cherished and loved by the great beloved. So do not fear your fear, but do doubt your doubt with compassion. Let it be and let it go. You are human after all, and your journey is beyond description. Just remember, if you are ever in need of the great beloved, there is a place where sacred tryst is always available to you, in the temple of your heart, with the window cracked open so that doubt can fly out and love can breathe freely. This oracle comes with special guidance for you. You are, or soon will be, seeing with greater clarity and insight a situation that has been obscured to you in the past. You may be startled by what you perceive, so much so that you second guess yourself or chalk it up to be wild imagination on your part. You are asked to trust in your perceptions, that when they come from the heart, although what you perceive may be darkness, there will be no judgment in it. See what is truthfully there. Be in the compassionate nature of your heart, and you shall also be shown the most graceful way to become clear and free of darkness, either within yourself or within others and the world around you. Okay, guys, let's finish this reading with this sacred honouring ritual. Place your hands on your heart and say the following. I love you. You are strong, brave and powerful. You are gentle, vulnerable and inspired. You are truth. You are insight. You are wisdom. You are life. I love you and you are safe. You are the divine made flesh. You, my precious heart, my precious connection to life, I adore you. Thank you for loving. Let us open the inner window, let the stale emotion out, and breathe in fresh air now. For you are to be well and thrive according to love's grace and wisdom. I trust in what you know and what you see. In compassion, I honour all perceptions of truth. So be it. You have finished your sacred honouring ritual. I will just show you that in case you want to do that at your own leisure, at your own timing. I have finished this reading. Guys, I will speak to you soon. Until then, take care, much love. Bye for now.